Alright everybody, welcome back to some Torment. I haven't rested yet because I spoke to Arlo over here and he gave me a job. He said I can rest here for money, or I can get rid of Nestor over here and rest here for free. Now, one thing you can do is you can literally just walk up and butcher the guy. However, you see an Asian man in soiled and tattered clothes frantically pacing in the corner. His shock of filthy white hair sticks out in every direction, and his face, encrusted with dirt and streaks of dry blood, is covered with grey stubble. Every few seconds he stops pacing and flails about suddenly, muttering and cursing if he is assaulted by some unseen foe. He does not seem to notice your approach. Hello? The sound of your voice, the old man whirls around, his wide, staring eyes bulging from their sockets. He regards you for a brief moment, then returns to his raving. No, no, no! It's not you, hoo-hoo, but soon, yes, soon. Who are you talking to? The old man seems oblivious to your presence. Hoo-hoo-hoo, you'll come, yes, you'll come, and old Nestor will be waiting. Who are you waiting for? Waiting, yes! He suddenly plops down on the floor as if overcome by exhaustion. Long have I waited, waiting. He takes a deep breath and springs back to his feet. Wait forever if I have to. Do you hear me? Are you okay? No! Nestor's face turns beet red and his whole body shakes in protest. My fork! Can't leave without my fork. Hoo-hoo! Fork, fork, fork! Your fork? Fork, fork, fork! Can't go home without my fork! Nestor's frenzy reaches a violent crescendo. He begins hopping up and down manically, and suddenly stops, lowers his head, and runs headlong into a large wooden cupboard that stands at the back of the flophouse. Force the impact knocks the old man flat on his back. After a few seconds, he stands back up, a dazed expression on his face. Gone, stolen. Can't go home without my fork. Stolen, you say? Who took your fork? Nestor stares at you for a long moment, then begins rummaging through pockets of his filthy tunic. After a few seconds, he produces what appears to be a dismembered ear. Judging by the stench and colour, you'd imagine the old loon has been toting it around in his pocket for some time. You have my fork, don't you? Don't you? Hoo-hoo! He holds the ear closer, speaking to it. Bring back my fork! If I can find your fork, will you leave? Waiting! Hoo-hoo! He shakes the ear violently as he shouts into it. Until you bring it back, then I go home. Right, I'll go and try and find your fork.
My journal.
It's not hard to find his fork, you just have to go out the door, really. And, oh dear, he wants to fight with me. Okay, I'll fight with this hive thug first. And he's running, chase him down. Chase him down. Out of the way, neighbours. And he's dead. What do you have? Rusty dagger, probably? Oh, clock charm, that's good. Yeah, you leave me alone, you hive thug. And so up around. Porphyrion, Molt. I can speak to Molt in a bit.
I'm gone.
Over here and speak to One Ear, because he only has one ear. Probably very similar to the other ear that poor Nestor has. You see a shady looking fellow standing before you, picking his teeth with what appears to be a tiny metal fork. His chest is covered by patchwork armour adorned with large spikes, and a long knife hangs at his side. You notice he's missing his right ear. Greetings!
Updated my journal.
He regards you coldly from the shadows, as if sizing you up. I said, greetings! What's the matter, your other ear not working? The one-eared tiefling scowls at you threateningly. Pike off, Burke, or I'll have your guts for garters. If it's garters you're after, I just have to have a pair. Your mother lent them in my bed last night. You're sure to have a sharp tongue, Burke. I think I'll cut it out and feed it to you. He lunges for you, knife leading the way. Kick his ass. He's doing some damage to me. Not a lot, but some. Nice solid blow from me. Dead. Small fork, copper earring, and a high quality stiletto. But I'm overburdened. Well, not overburdened, my pack's full. So let's give the books to Mort over there. Take that. What was his bracelet? Oh, magic bracelet. They haven't identified yet. Okay, that's fine. That's a +1 dagger. Let's move the charcoal charm up here. There we go. Might need the scalpel later, I don't know. Charcoal charm there. Right. Back we go into the flop house.
Come on, you don't want to sleep out here. It's cold. Come on inside where it's warm.
And once again over to Arlo. Not Arlo, sorry, Nestor. No, that guy's Arlo. The old man stops his frantic pacing and glances at you nervously. Fork? 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 Can't go home without my fork. Is this the fork you speak of? Nestor hastily straps up the fork. My fork? 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 Hoo-hoo! He hops up and down excitedly, waving the fork back and forth in an elaborate pattern above his head, as if he were performing some sort of ritual. Now I can go home. Farewell. Hoo-hoo! Farewell, Nestor. Nestor turns to leave. Then, as if struck by some afterthought, he turns back and hands you the scrap of something soft and rubbery. The severed ear. Upon closer examination, you notice that there's an earring still dangling from it. Poke the earring and discard the ear.
My journal.
Zoom, and he is now gone. Oh no, I got rid of him. So, Nestor's gone home, eh? Maybe the old sod wasn't so balmy after all. Gives you a hearty slap on the back. Now, maybe you all can get some rest around here. Feel free to set up Kip anywhere.
Updated my journal.
Cool. You must obtain permission to rest here. Well, can I have permission to rest here, Arlo? I'd like to rest a while. Rested for 8 hours. Excellent. I'm fully healed. Dak'kon's fully healed. Got his spells back, and Mort is relatively healed. Oh. Oh dear. A high fog started on me. And once again, he's running for his life. Right into the spot the other one died at, actually. Chase him down.
The rock sings true. I'm gone.
Excellent. He's now dead.
Done.
And he had a rusty dagger. Okay, that's nothing. Now over here, I believe there's a fella I can speak to. Is it just hive thugs?
All right.
Collector. Sometimes I think it's here. There's a guy. Cry of Essamon. I think you can find kicking around here somewhere. Plenty of harlots, collectors, more harlots.
I'm gone.
1 copper a tout. Fleece, he will literally fleece you. He tries to steal from you. Oh, more hive thugs. This is the, I think I've probably said it before, this is the equivalent of a random encounter. Oh, he's running as well. Right, Nameless.
I'm gone.
Chase him down. Mort. Chase him down.
Endure.
dak'kon.
In enduring, grow strong.
I don't know where the other one's gone. Wherever he's gone, find him.
Your
See if he
path
went
is
down
mine.
here. And his target is dead. Excellent. Ah, there he is.
Your will be done.
Mort. Get him.
Damn.
Right. He's dead. Excellent. He had a copper earring. Fantastic. Now where'd the other one die up around here somewhere? Oh, good. He's dead. And he had a copper earring as well. Nice. Where did the other one die? Somewhere around here. Oh, I can't see any loot that's dropped. Okay, never mind. Now, let's see. Anybody else of interest around here? Are we actually wandering around? You can get a job off this guy, Ma, but it takes ages, and it's just basically running around a lot. And I don't particularly enjoy the quest. I'll probably do it off camera, just because I don't know. Oh, here we are, Malt. Deaders, come to Malt. Excuse me, Malt. This man appears less dour and wary of passers-by than the people around him. He moves with an upbeat gait, casually scanning the ground to either side of him as he goes. As you approach, he nods a friendly greeting. Greetings. Hello, Cutter. Say, seen any deaders about? No, not really, but I had some questions if you've got the time. Too bad, he shrugs. Had some questions, did you? Ask away then. I'm looking for a man named Farrod. The collector boss? I don't know much about the man myself. Spent a lot of time fighting his boys, but they all suddenly disappeared, along with Farrod. We still catch the occasional straggler around the square, but we've got no idea the rest of them are hiding at all. Can you tell me about the collectors? Ah, collectors. He indicates his ragged brown robes. These here are collector's robes, Cutter. Any poor sod you see wearing these, me for instance, most likely looking for debtors. Bodies to salt the mortuary. He shrugs. It irritates to get by in the hive, right? Do the collectors work together? He laughs heartily. Hells no. We all dress up the same, but there's only so many debtors to go around. We band up usually, and compete in bands, gangs, packs, whatever you like to call them. Aren't none too friendly with each other. Are there rival packs of collectors near here? He nods. Sure as siggles round. Most collectors in the hive kip in raggers pick a square. A dump just north of here, just through a large gate. Mostly run by Sharegrave's laddos now, since we fought most of Farrod's boys off. Tell you about Sharegrave. Sharegrave? Well, he's my boss. I never speak with him though. Never even seen him too close like. Keeps himself mostly and runs things for a few underlings. You can find him in his case at Rapic Square, but I'd stay away unless you've got good reason to talk to him. He's a bit of a peer of strangers, he is. Why does the mortuary pay for corpses? Keeps the street of the hive a bit cleaner, I guess. Keeps plague from spreading the light. Although Dusty's like to keep the dead in their place too. See as they all get all properly buried, melted down or whatnot. Part of their beliefs and such. You got time for some other questions? I'm looking for a journal. Have you seen one? Nope, haven't run across one. Tell you what though, if I do, I'll hold on to it for you. Thanks, I'd appreciate that. Can you tell me about this area we're in? Well, it's the hive, Cutter. We've got hives, like what we hivers like to call the arse end of Sigil. Not that Sigil's got in, being round and all, but you know what I mean. Anyway, north and west of here for the big gate is Rapic Square and the collectors like me, Kip. Don't know much about the rest of Sigil, I'm afraid. Cool, thanks for your time. Farewell to you too, Cutter. He waves goodbye and walks off. Right, now we need to go and do a job for Porphyrion. There's a certain 3 guys who need to be penned in the dead book. Well, I don't necessarily need to be penned in the dead book, but he does appreciate if you do. Because as with everything in Sigil, they run with the rule of 3, which basically means that.
I've never seen something so ugly. I've not.
I'm sure you haven't, Anna. Yeah, so the rule of 3 basically means that if something's going to happen, or an event occurs, or a group appears, it's generally going to be in a derivative of 3. Currently I have 3 characters wandering around. There are 3 guys down here. There we are, there's 3 guys. The mortuary is made up of 3 levels.
I'm gone.
When you sign the dead contract, you get 33 copper coins, 3 and 3. It's all kind of, it's lots of 3s built into everything.
I'm gone.
Hello, I'd like to speak to you, Hive Thug. This heavy-set thug is swathed in rags, dried red and black. It looks like he's made almost purely of muscle. Glowers at your approach. Hello. How can I help you then, Governor? This man's face breaks into a sneer. Looks to me like you needs a healer. Yeah, wipe that sneer off your face. You'll be the one needing a healer, Governor. I'll be watching where you give your letting them threats fly, Governor. You never will slip your tongue and I'll have you on a second smile, Jig. Think you can take me? Come on. It is entirely possible to do that fight through trickery. But I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to fight him.
Did you see that?
And one's down. Moving up to the boss. He's running.
Damn it.
Are you taking... No.
I will hear you.
dak'kon, I want you to chase him down.
Damn it. Did you see that?
And the boss is dead. More.
Okay.
A knife. I don't think it's worth much. Battle axe, probably not worth much. Copper pry, okay. Alright, we can go now, dak'kon. Let's head out this gate since it's the closest one to us.
Done.
So I found out that this place literally is just a giant circle. You get out one exit and it just loops entirely around. So here I am. I can't remember what this place is here. I don't think it's the market. I think it's just a, just a bit of a place, housing estate. I think. Ashmantle. You can speak to him, but he's not actually a dustman. Miriam, the fishwife, I think gives you a memory or close to it. Miriam. This old woman stands silently by the wall, staring off into the distance. She seems to be unconcerned with the flow of traffic around her and clutches a wooden pole from which dozens of small fish are dangling. Greetings! Oh, hello, sir! She squints at you for a moment, trying to discern your identity. Oh my! Here I was thinking you're one of me regular customers! She offers a fish bowl. Tuna, sir! Mackerel! Sea cucumber! No fish, thanks. I had some questions. Her mouth pisses out with a tight-lit frown and she stares off over your shoulder. Look behind you to see what she's trying to stare at. You see nothing of interest behind you. As you turn back to her, you catch her looking at you. She looks away quickly, resuming her staring off in the distance once more. What, do I look familiar to you? Goodness, no, she pauses for a moment. You do. Have you seen me before? I think, yeah, or a man with your very likeness, sir. 'Twas a long time ago. Can you tell me about it? Well, sir, you see, my sight's not so good now. 'Twasn't back then either. But I thought I saw you walking past with a small group trailing behind you. Interesting. What do these people look like? It's hard to say, sir. It was so long ago, and you walked by so quick, like. But I remember now the way you held your head up. There was a woman following you, trying to stop you, trying to get you to turn around and speak to her, but you just pushed her away. Do you know what happened after that? Beautiful woman she was. Looked so sad and angry all at once. Stood there for a moment and followed along behind you, just the same, hustling to catch up. Interesting. She said there was a group. Who else was there? She shrugs. There were at least two other gentlemen with you, sir. The only one I remember too clearly, though, was tall, thin. Reeked of bubby did. Smelled him from across the way. Looked like he hadn't bathed in ages, too. I followed you close, he did, and never said a word. Act like the woman wasn't even there, even when she bumped against him, trying to stop you. So I remember, sir. Give some copper for a time. I'll give you 5 copper commons. Oh my, why thank you, sir. Thank you most kindly. Will the lady's shadow pass over you? Thank you.
I'm gone.
So that was the nameless one, with Dino, whatever her name was. The lady. Yes, this is the market. Almost forgot. So I can sell all my shit here. Now, different people buy different things. This guy buys weapons. I think he's just a general salesman. He just does cloth and bandages. And he supplies, I think, potions or something. This dour-faced fellow appears to be selling various hand weapons. Ah, come on over then. Come see my blades, have you? Yes. So this is all the stuff I've got, and that's all the stuff he's got. Standard D&D. Just click on the stuff you want to sell. Can't sell that to him. Gonna keep the hammer. Keeping that magic. Keeping that. Because I think I can use. I might be able to use it later. I don't know. Magic spell. Yeah, that's a +1 dagger. So I'm gonna hang on to that. Not gonna sell it at its basic cost. I've got a stiletto. Sell that. Copper earrings. Bang. Mort. Jagged knives. Yeah, it's only 1 copper each. Ancient copper clear. I'll have to figure out how to open that at some point. I don't know. So just a regular knife. Okay, sell that. Regular back axe, copper earring. And dak'kon's only got the unbroken circle or Zerthamon. So yeah, I mean, you can look at the various stuff he's got. He doesn't really have anything magic, I don't think. Green steel knife is about the best thing he's got. High quality stuff, and yeah, that's just that. That's fine. He can identify things for me, so he can identify that and that. Geez, it costs a lot to identify stuff. And there we are. They are now identified. So, the obsidian earring, plus 10% stealth skill, only usable by thieves. Commonly referred to as a rogue's best friend. The black gem in this earring is made from. The black gem this earring is made from possesses magical properties that absorb light, making it easier for its wearer to move undetected in the shadows. The Magus Guard gives me armor class 6. Considered standard equipment for any adventuring mage, these bracelets such as these can be found across the plains. Judging by the markings on this particular bracelet, it appears to have been made in a style quite common to sigil. Various glyphs of warding are meticulously carved on the surface, producing an almost hypnotic effect when looked at. When worn, this bracelet protects the wearer from normal attacks as if they were wearing scale armour. So, I do plan to become a mage, and when I do, that will be very useful for me because it will knock my armour class down by 4, which I would normally have to spend, I think for my current dexterity, I'd have to spend at least 6 levels in order to get it down in the same pit. And Bone Dagger. It's a dagger +1. Blade of this dagger seems to be made from the bone of some creature. The edge of this blade is extremely sharp. So I shall equip that there, because there are things which you need magic weapons to hit. I've only got a couple of copper bracelets. Let's have a chat to this guy, I think, who I believe buys bracelets. What do you have to offer me? Yes, he does. He buys bronze rings. Okay. Sell me bronze rings. And I think you had a bronze ring as well, didn't you? Yeah, bronze ring. There we are. Oh, another bronze ring. So I can get Whispering Flask off him, and scrolls and charms, but I don't really need any at this moment. And yes, you can actually interact with all these people who are just wandering around. You can walk up to them and you can start a conversation with them. Not going to though. There is literally no point for me starting a conversation with them, besides a little bit of story for the odd one, like the Githyanki's that are wandering around. And here we are back up at the tap house.
I'm gone.
So let's stroll over here and say hello to Porphyrion once again.
Hedda, come on, you don't want to sleep out here. It's cold. Come on inside where it's warm.
Porphyrion, hello, how are you? You see Porphyrion, he's still standing by grimly in the street, paying no heed to passers-by. The lines in his face are staggered into a series of right angles. This one addresses you, Porphyrion. As you speak, the angles in Porphyrion's face relax into a series of strange curves. This one would ask, do you have the neck rope of beads that were stolen? I think so, is this it?
Updated my journal.
This one sees what you hold. These are the beads once missing. He takes them from you. You notice his hands have got the same tracery lines on them as his face. This one has a question. How did you get the beads from the 3? I killed them and took the beads. This one is content. The message of violence has been conveyed. This one bestows several welcome thanks, yes? Pleasure is mine. I have a question for you though. If you cannot enter our combat, how did you get warrior training? This one clarifies. The Eret Agi may train with one when there is no anger between them. I see. Could you teach me how to use weapons? This one can instruct you, yes, but this one warns you. With knowledge of violence comes temptation to use it. I sure hope so. This one speaks. Is it your will to leave behind your previous profession? The path of the warrior cannot be walked with an unfocused mind. I have no profession other than fighting at this moment. I would walk the path of the warrior. This one will instruct. Eyes whose face falls into triangles. These things comprise the angles of your training. Focus, experience, and proficiency. Can you please explain?
Updated my journal.
This one speaks of focus first. For teaching to take root, you must have focus. You must be committed to the path of the warrior. Warrior is your profession, no other. Understood. Can only be the fighter class who want to learn about weapons.
Updated my journal.
This one will speak of experience second. True knowledge of combat comes only with experience. There is a limit to how much weapon instruction one may absorb. When you reach a new level in the art of the warrior, you may be ready for new instruction. Understood. There is a limit of how much I can learn first, but the limit may increase when we reach a new level. And what's the next angle? This one will speak of proficiency third. There is only so much one may learn about any weapon. This one would add, there is only so much that one can teach. Knowledge of the weapon comes at 3 levels. The ignorant, the proficient, and the specialized. There are levels between each of these in which the student has surpassed previous learning, but has yet truly reached the plateau of the next skill. The level of the ignorant is this. When one does not know the weapon they use, the attack is clumsy, the damage much less than potential. Yeah, sounds like me when I work on the mortuary slab, but go on. The level of the proficient is this. When one has learned a weapon, he is said to be proficient in its use. His attacks are no longer clumsy, they come swiftly and surely. And the level of the specialist?
Updated my journal.
The level of the specialist is this. When one goes beyond proficiency, he becomes specialized in the use of the weapon. The weapon is no longer a tool, but an extension of his will. Okay, what can you teach me of weapons? This one was trained in the hand, the blade, the stave, the hatchet, and the smiter. Of which would you know? Daggers, please, as I have magic dagger on me. One who would use the dagger, it strikes swiftly. The damage it does is the slash of a claw or the piercing of a needle. The damage is determined by the type of dagger. Do you wish to use a portion of your talent to attain a level of proficient? Yes, please.
Updated my journal.
This one instructs you. First, stand like so. This one compliments you. The knowledge comes to you swiftly. You take instruction well. Thank you. I would learn other weapons if you could teach me. Daggers again.
Updated my journal.
This one can teach you no more. Do you know you already achieved a level of proficient in the use of such a weapon? This one can only instruct you in a final lesson. Find a master to learn more, if indeed it is possible for you to learn more. Remain devoted to the path of the warrior, and it shall be long before you reach the limits of knowledge. Okay, can I learn axes? Because I have an axe, please. Yes.
Updated my journal.
One who would use the axe. Its speed is not that of the club, but its damage is greater. It slashes like a great claw at the body of an opponent. That is all I wish to know for today. Thank you. Now I could do more here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop over to Ragpicker Square over here. Now we know that Farod is somewhere in this area. We have a collector here.
I'm gone.
There is a collector up here, I believe, who is a... Is he up this way? There he is. Marrow Friend. You can smell the reek of dung and rotting meat on this man even from afar. They're obviously weak and decrepit. His long, thin fingers and sunken eyes give him a sinister look as he scuttles through the garbage around him. The way he drools and rolls his eyes makes you wonder if he's mad. Greetings! He tries to focus on you, but his gaze wanders. His eyes are set deeply into hollow sockets and his skin is terribly pale and diseased, covered with rashes and yellowed patches that look ready to peel from his body at any moment. The stench emanating from him is terrible. As you open your mouth to speak, he licks his lips and swallows. You deader? You okay? You. He licks his lips again and his long, spindly fingers pick at his skin as he stares at you. You deader? He glances to your left and his eyes dart back to you. Dead? Dead? Hungry. He reaches out to touch you, licking his scabrous lips. Let him. His fingers scrabble spider-like on your arm as if looking for a piece to tear off. He licks his split lips again, and you watch yellowish drool drip from them. With a raspy moan, his fingers suddenly dig into the skin of your arm and pull off a bit. Step back. You watch and feel his stomach churn as he takes the bit of flesh and shoves it into his mouth. He chews on it slowly, then swallows. You dead? No, I'm not dead. You taste dead? He scratches himself beneath his robe and suddenly you notice that he has a finger hanging from his neck on a cord. It looks like there's a ring on it. Still hungry. What's that finger bone? He looks down, his plague-ridden features twisting into the ghastly snaggle-toothed parody of a grin. Snack! He looks ready to chew on it. Don't eat that. Have a bite off me. I'm more fresh. He smiles and reaches for your outstretched hand. Give me the finger bone first, marrow friend. He nods greedily and lets you take the finger bone. Let him bite you. His teeth sink into the meat of your forearm and pull a chunk away with a single wrench of his neck. The pain is excruciating, but marrow friend sits on his haunches as if nothing had happened, chewing noisily at the mouthful of meat he pulled away. Thank you. Bye.
I'm gone.
And
Done.
I have gained an item after that. I have the finger bone. I'm going to keep it in my inventory for a moment. That is a special ring on there. And I'll show you what you need to do to get that in the next video, I think. However, I'm going to pop into here first, because this is where Sharegrave is. Hello, Sharegrave. This tall and lanky, pale, grim-looking man exudes an authority despite his gangly and somewhat awkward frame. A good portion of his left ear is missing, and what little is left is a ragged mess of scar tissue, as if the ear was bitten off rather than cut. His narrow, shifting eyes, almost mere slits, look clever and dangerous. Hello? He spits out a reply. I don't know you, Burke. He glares at you. What do you want? Answer quick before I call in some men to make quick work of you. Who are you? Sorry? He scoffs and looks at you incredulously. Burke, who I am is the second thing you should have known before you stomped your shivved up corpse-looking self in here. Calm down. I don't mean any harm. Oh, you don't say. Well, that makes it all piking better then, doesn't it? Now I'm going to ask you one more time before your arse hits the street. Possibly in several pieces. What do you want? I had some questions if you don't mind. He's quiet for a moment and nods. That's so? Like what? I'm looking for a journal. I don't know anything about that. Should I? No, but I'm also looking for a man named Farad. Tension in the room suddenly rises. Now, what a funny thing to be asking about. What do you want to know about old blood Farad for? He stole something from me, and I want it back. He's silent for a moment and then cracks a smile. He steals from us all, doesn't he, whether we're living or dead? He chuckles. What do you mean? Our main source of living around here is the dead. You follow? you're a collector. Ah, that's right. He looks at you as if he's considering something. Now, there's only so many deaders at any one time. My bloods and I can only gather so many. Somebody else is gathering deaders, and that's much less jink that goes into our pockets. So Farrell is taking the bodies too? Aye.
Updated my journal.
So the rub is that he's found a mother load of them. Now, I haven't heard any massacres in Sigil. He frowns, tapping his chin. So I'm quite interested in knowing where all the deaders are coming from. I could find out for you, for a price. He looks at you for a moment, tugging on the remains of his left earlobe. Alright, name your price, we've got a deal. 200 copper coins? Is that good?
Updated my journal.
He thinks for a moment before finally nodding. Alright, deal. Come back here with a dark of it, and Jink will change hands. You need to know where our Farrell is? Yes, please. Go up on the platforms, follow them around to the north and west, and you'll come to a gate that leads to Farrell's bolt hole. Getting in and getting the information is your deal. If anyone asks, you don't know me, and we never had this talk here. Of course. Farewell. That'll probably do for now, I think. Yeah, I've probably been recording enough. Next time we will take a stroll over here, which is where Farrell's bolt hole is. We'll pop down and get one step closer to finding our memories. But until then, thank you for watching this episode of Planescape Torment with Nameless One, Mort, and dak'kon. And next episode should probably be up in a couple of days. So thanks again, and good night.